we're going to have a look at your reading. This is for you. If you're here, I feel like there is a sign that there are messages for you. This is a safe space where you're always very welcome. And if you're ever interested in any personal services or readings with me, they're done within 12 to 24 hours. There's personal tarot readings. There's also rituals for different areas of your life. And there's also intention items, which are handmade, meditated with, and saged. And your cards have already come out. Okay, so I feel like there is this energy here where you're waiting for someone to come to you. It's almost like you have some suspicions that there is a person here that's keeping things away from you. There's secrets that maybe they're keeping from you, and you just have your suspicions, and it's a gut feeling that you naturally have that this person is keeping something from you. And that's what I see here with the Hanged Man and also the Nine of Wands. You really feel like there's something that you're not being told that you want to be told, and I feel like that's what I'm going to really unpack in this particular reading. So there is a specific person that you have in your mind. You feel like they're not really telling you the truth, and the Hanged Man here really shows that your mind just keeps being gravitated towards that. And also with the Nine of Wands, there's a lot of rumination and overthinking about this because you don't know if you can fully trust them because they're not telling you everything. And anytime you ask them, they're very hesitant about certain things. Okay, so Knight of Cups here really does go to show that you want this person to be as emotionally as open as possible, because one of the things that I'm seeing from your side is that you're very emotionally intelligent, you're very emotionally available, and you're also very emotionally communicative. You know what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. And it bothers you that this person doesn't do the same. They really keep everything to themselves, especially with the Four of Pentacles, right? They keep their cards very close to their chest, so you find it very hard to read this person. I'm going to read this person for you. And also with Judgment and the King of Pentacles, all you crave and all you want is a dependable energy. You want someone to be mature, kind, caring, loving, to the point. You just want this person to do things properly and to give you the commitment that you would want to give to this person in terms of just being there for them, right? Expressing feelings, being kind, being open, being considerate. You just feel like this person doesn't do that, and it really frustrates you. So let's have a look and see, what are they keeping from you? Two of Swords. Okay, Two of Swords with the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. There's some kind of baggage that this person is really carrying from their past. This is some kind of past relationship baggage that they're carrying with them that they haven't properly healed through. The Two of Swords shows here that sometimes they fail to even look at it. They fail to look at what happened in their past relationship. They just have a habit of suppressing it because they were so hurt by this person that they don't even like to look at it. There's so much hurt and so much betrayal that they've been through. I feel like this person here has been cheated on. And I also feel here as well that this person has felt so unworthy as a human being that they just have a really hard time trusting people. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing here, is that the reason why they are unable to open up to you and really be proactive towards you is because they have been so hurt in the past that they don't know how to fully be themselves towards you. And if they were to fully be themselves, they have to then be emotional. And being emotional is something that takes vulnerability. And vulnerability is something that absolutely scares the heck out of them. They don't know how to be vulnerable. They don't know how to be emotional. They just find it really hard to do because they've been so hurt in the past and they haven't properly healed from it because it's something that they just shut down with. They thought to themselves like, am I not good enough? Is there something wrong with me? Do I not look good? Am I like this? Am I like that? They've just thought so little of themselves that they have been so traumatized that they feel so sad. Like they have felt so unbelievably sad, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. You know, it's a relationship in their past that they have been so hurt by that they never expected to be hurt by. They never expected it. And on top of that, that person cheated on your person here, okay? And it really broke them down so bad to the point where they try to be vulnerable towards you, they try to be open towards you, and then they shut down and they can only go to a certain length. They can only go like 80%, and then as soon as things become too emotional, they start to withdraw, they start to pull back. And the reason for that again is because they've been so hurt, and they're really trying to not do that, But they do need healing, because until they don't heal, they will keep kind of doing that, and they'll keep being back and forth, not being able to properly treat you in the way that they need to be in the way that you need to be treated. So this person needs healing, okay? Let's have a look and see from the Naked Truth cards, because we need a lot of truth in this reading. Oh, we have a lot of cards there. I'm going to not take this. There's way too many there. So there is one that we have got here still. But I'm only staying here for my kids, nothing else. I'm making my way out. There's something here in their past. Now, it's going to resonate in different ways because this is a general reading. But if this person has kids, it has really, really impacted them, this entire situation. Okay, now for those of you that know that your person doesn't have kids, then obviously it's not, you know, this card is very specific to those of you that know that this person has kids. Okay, but I'm only staying here for my kids and nothing else. I'm making my way out. They're making their way out of that situation. But they have felt so hurt in that situation, and they sort of try to be that way because of their kids, you know, they've sort of tried to stay in that situation because of that. We have here, I didn't know if my family was going to accept you. For some of you, this person has a really, really hard time understanding if their family is going to accept you. Not because their family isn't going to accept you, but because that's something they made up in their head. They are trying to keep you at arm's length right now because they don't know how to deal with their emotions. They don't know how to deal with their feelings. So if they tell you like, yeah, you know, I don't know if my family is going to be able to accept you, that's them keeping you at arm's length so that you have some reason to like focus on yourself or to walk away from the situation or to, you know, do whatever you're doing. The only reason they're saying that to you is to keep you at arm's length because they haven't resolved their own emotions from a past relationship. Now, I really feel here that they're over that person. They're not over the hurt that was caused upon them. They're not over the hurt that has been caused upon them. There you go, 10 of Swords. They are not over that hurt. They're over the person. They're not over the hurt. Now, in the case of the 10 of Swords, I really do believe that this person needs serious shadow work healing. It is a ritual that I do offer if you wanted to do it for your person on their behalf, if you wanted to do it, you know, on your behalf for this person. Shadow work healing is really significant because it heals trauma, grief, sadness, even childhood trauma, heartbreak, pain, past relationship baggage. It really helps the shadow to be healed so that in reality, a person can feel more like themselves. They can be able to accept the past. They can move forward. They can be much more present. They can feel more confident. They can feel stronger. So I do really recommend shadow work healing. It is something that I do offer, which is on my website. I also do believe as well that there is some really strong influence here of just energy. I feel like this person that your person was dealing with was someone that was very, very calculative, very cold, and very manipulative. I would not be surprised if that person did magic onto your person to try and keep them away from happiness, to try and keep them away from joy, because there are certain people where they go through a breakup or, you know, in this case, your person got cheated on by that person, but they still don't want to let that person go. They don't want that person to be happy. You know, they don't want that person to find happiness again because it bothers their ego. So this person that your person was dealing with was very calculative. I wouldn't be surprised if they did magic. And, you know, if you haven't done a black magic removal for your person, it is something that I do recommend so that the magic is removed and they can finally feel free and happy and be themselves, because there's horrible energy that comes through in regards to this. It's not even nice. Like, it's not even good, you know. This person has been so traumatized by a past relationship that they can't even treat you properly. They can't even treat you with the love, the respect, and the desire and the fulfillment that you deserve. They are treating you so, so poorly because of how they have been treated, and they are so scared of getting treated like that by you. They are so scared that you might do the same thing to them. They are basically thinking like, what if you do the same thing to me? What if this is too good to be true? What if you hurt me? What if history repeats itself? They have a really hard time trusting, and that's the 7 of Swords. So the reason why this person, right, is not treating you the best is because they're thinking that you then won't treat them the best. You will then become like this to them. You will treat them really badly, you will treat them poorly, you will do things that are not nice, and they are so unbelievably scared that you are going to do this onto them, and they are so terrified of this. They're literally terrified, and this is the secret that they don't want you to know, is that they are absolutely terrified of this. And that's the main thing that I'm really seeing here, is that they have been so hurt in the past by someone literally being unfaithful to them, that they have this really scared mindset that you're going to do this to them, and this person needs deep healing. They really do. And they don't want you to obviously know that they've been this hurt, because they don't want you to pick up on their vulnerabilities, because that makes them feel even more vulnerable, which makes them feel even more shut down. And they also know that when a person is really vulnerable, that's when they can be manipulated the most. So they don't want to come across as vulnerable to you, because they feel like, what if you can then manipulate them? It's not that they don't trust you, it's that they really don't have the ability to trust people because of what's happened to them in the past. So the affirmation for this reading is, this is the secret they didn't want me to know. If this resonates, or if you claim this reading, comment it down below. Don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe. I have readings, rituals, services, items. Everything is on shopmoonlightguidance.com and linked down below. And I really hope that this made sense to you. Bye.